Heyo! Welcome to Omnibros on a Wednesday, the thankful episode, and we're thankful, Lou and I, that we have Mr. 100,000 TikTok views right in the chat with us. Holy smoke, he's a TikTok phenomenon. That's Willie T. Dustus. Wow. Lou and I, whoops, now my mail's going to be going off, but I have to have it open so we can talk about what we were talking about in the green room. Lou, Riley, and I having fun in the green room, ripping people apart, you know, that dragging them in the vernacular.
Damn, how many emails you get, dude?
I know. What is this guy doing?
Why do you look like you're present an Apple reveal or something?
You always have to look your best. Yes, my copyright lawyer wants to talk to you and your people about this picture that was taken without my consent. So
that one?
I will have him reach out to you. I'm really honestly surprised no one has taken any of my pictures that I've done for thumbnails and have inserted a dick in them. I'm really disappointed in the internet because I have given them plenty of chances with my mouth being completely open so many times. I remember one in particular. That one's not even a good one. That one looks like I'm about to Lorraine Bobbitt your dick. There's been some really good ones that people are going to be like, oh, man, why didn't I think about that? But anyway, I'm just here to say what I'm thankful for because I think that's what this episode is, right?
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So here's James.
Honestly.
Challenge accepted.
Shouldn't have said it.
Be careful what you wish
and you know that guy's got a database of different dicks.
Oh my god.
He's been ready for that.
Yeah, he has a wall full of your pics.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I wanted to take this time to seriously just talk about something that I'm really grateful for, and that is the YouTube channel that really inspires people out there, and people still come together as a great community, and it's just wonderful to be a part of. So I just wanted to take the time to come and say hi and give you all my love and stuff. So of course I'm talking about Near Mint Condition.
I was waiting for that.
You're welcome to come join me live. I'm gonna do a live stream right now.
What?
No, I'm not. I'm kidding. I just wanted to come in here and say hi to you guys. It's been a minute since I've done an episode with any of you. I think Riley joined our live stream for a little bit, me, Peter, and Curtis. But I haven't talked to Louise in forever outside of the chat.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a very long time, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time. So I didn't mean to come and mess up anything. I think you guys were talking about. Let's give Riley, right? Riley got over 100,000. Is that what happened? Or did it just get it wrong?
I was talking for the show about a video that I did recently, and I was like, it didn't have a ton of views. It's not like another 100,000. It was like me talking about IST prices and sales on TikTok, and I had one before that did get over 100,000, and then I got one recently, yesterday or 2 days ago, that didn't. Like I have like several million view videos. If we want to brag, I'll talk about those.
Oh, holy smoke, Lou!
That's why I came here.
Million views.
We can brag.
To hear, I want to be brag. I'm putting together my Android 19, so that
I, for some reason, thought you were making a hand turkey.
Dude, we did have Thanksgiving in Peru. That's all my white wife and her family. I love it though, man. I love Thanksgiving. It gives me a reason to get together with my family and loved ones. So it's really cool. I'm in for Thanksgiving, whether you celebrate it or not. But I remember having to work a lot on Thanksgiving because I was working at the hospital, so I never really had a day off during the holidays. But no, it's Android 19, right? The new figure arts. Cute.
I love.
Wait, here I'll highlight you so we can.
No, don't do that. He looks ridiculous.
I did that so we can see just what a big nerd you are. What the heck is that,
dude? You have two freaking X23s, like one to have her mask off and the other one to have her mask on.
Well, they're beautiful.
Pot, meat, kettle. All right.
in my opinion, and Omar and Lou, y'all can disagree or agree with me. Jess, you won't know.
Probably.
The Android's cell arc of DBZ, finest piece of that entire franchise.
Yes, son.
That
Yes.
like the horror vibes. It's basically just Toriyama wanted to do Terminator, so he fucking did it. Like, I love it.
Love it, man. And future, you got the return of future Trunks looking all badass and pimp with his big muscles. They kill Yamcha. Well,
Jess, if you
Sorta,
want to go thaw
yeah.
out your turkey, if you want to go thaw out your turkey or make a pie, now would be the
Get your
time to
stuffing
start.
ready.
I'll go.
Yes.
I'll be back in a minute and a half.
I do miss
meaning
putting
an hour.
on the Monday streams when Jess would fall asleep while Gio was talking about the manga section, and people would comment like Jess is taking a nap again. And I'd have to text him like, "Hey man, wake up! Yeah, people are watching you sleep."
Sleep stream, yeah.
Love
Hey,
it, man.
some
Love it.
people- some
No,
people-
I, you're right. Like it was probably the most well animated Dragon Ball Z saga out of all of them too. I love the animation. So it's awesome.
the stakes were high. Like the stakes, I feel like have never, because it was very personal. A lot of what was going in there, it felt really going on in that arc felt very personal, and they he's just pissed off. Like, stop talking about the damn Japanese shit.
Oh my gosh, this guy, man! I don't know how he hasn't been canceled already. Talking about the Japanese, there's a whole generation that grew up with this stuff, man. It's amazing. I loved it. I don't have to import it anymore or watch bootleg copies of it. Like
I was talking with someone the other day, and I can't mention who. I'll tell y'all who it is.
Robert Kirkman.
Yes, it was Robert Kirkman.
you're talking about Robert Kirkman.
And he, whom I was speaking to, is about the same, like, I think like almost exactly the same age as you, Omar. And he was talking about, because he saw my Evangelion. That was so cool how that just like whoop.
Hey, yeah, that's what I was like. Damn, dude, that's some cool technology. How'd you do that?
He saw my Evangelion poster and was going on about how much he loved that and grew up with that. And he's like, man, going back in the days of like having to like get those like illegal like VHS imported, like all that kind of stuff. Like it was the only way to get most of your anime. Like, because I was from like the and Lou's from the same, like we were from the 2 or 3 episodes per $30 VHS era.
Yep, you got to get it from a shady businessman at the flea market.
Or I'd go to like Suncoast Video.
Suncoast Video, wow.
Yeah. Suncoast.
My
Video.
wife worked there. She wouldn't give me a discount because that's how lawful good she is.
Damn.
Like we weren't dating. We were just friends, but she wouldn't hook me up.
I probably wouldn't.
That was messed up, man. My own future wife would not hook me up on anime DVDs.
I'd be scared to get in trouble, but
That's
like
exactly how she is.
yeah. But yeah, those were the days. Those were the terrible, terrible days.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't. It's weird to see people complain about like outrageous prices when it comes to like Aniplex Blu-rays, and they are pretty pricey, right? But I mean, like, what is that? I think $150 for the Tengen Topping Gurren Lagann set is what I paid for it. But considering, back in the day, there were 2 episodes per VHS of Evangelion, and it was $29.99 for the subtitle one, and then $24.99 for the dub one, the English dub. And you're talking at least 12 tapes. I mean, you do the math, right? Even at a discount. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild. Yeah,
Just
Android's great.
Yeah, I love it, man. Do you remember that transition, like from different media to, like, like when we're talking about like VHS to DVD and then DVD to Blu-ray? Do you remember the transition from like back in your time, like the Nickelodeon that you used to watch?
Are you talking to me?
Yes. Do you remember the transition of media?
Yeah. Bye.
Oh my gosh. I'm a moderator. You can't kick me off.
I remember the transition that didn't have anything to do with Trunks or Super Saiyan Gitmo or whatever you guys were saying.
See,
Or
that's
in-
why
or in
that's why
Ko-Fi.
Riley gets 100,000 views on TikTok, because if you were to make a video on Pharaoh Lad, people would be like, what the hell is a Pharaoh Lad? Is he in the next saga of Dragon Ball Z or Super?
you know what? I'm gonna start making Pharaoh Lad videos until one of them.
Dude, that would piss Jess off. He would be so mad.
No, I
Yes,
wouldn't.
yeah, Pharaoh Lad.
I'd like them and subscribe.
You already subscribed.
You're already
Oh, I
subscribed.
do?
Yeah, you already follow my TikTok page.
Who is in charge of your social media in TikTok?
You know what took off though for me today or last night, I guess. The video that I have right now that's at like 400,000 is about MF Doom of all things.
Oh, from
really?
the chat that we were talking about on the Omnibros chat?
Because I was like, which MF Doom track would you want to use like in a trailer for like when they reveal Doctor Doom and for the MCU? Because you know they're gonna do that same like slowed pop song or whatever. So like, and I was like, they should use
Ugh.
some like
They're
MF
gonna
Doom.
take an MF Doom. They're gonna take an MF Doom track and they're just gonna slow it down, and they're gonna stick it in the trailer, and then all the teenagers will be like, "Oh my god, it's so deep and interesting, and it's so wonderful, and I feel this in my soul," and all that other.
All the
shit.
teenagers.
They're gonna pull I got 5 on it, like the from Us.
Oh, I hated
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I hate any slow down track. What did they use? They actually used one in the movie. What was it? Oh, Black Widow. It was the Black Widow movie. They actually used one of the slow down tracks in the movie, not just the trailer.
That one, it was a cover of Smells Like Teen Spirit that they used in
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, and that cover can go to hell.
That cover was
That cover can go to
it
hell.
was just a shitty ass cover, but like I like the orchestral version of I Got 5 on it from Us because it has the right vibe to it.
You need to stop right there, Riley.
You need to start,
No. Hell no.
man.
Some things need to be left alone. Some things need to be left alone.
Some things
He's
need to
calling
be-
you old.
Some things need to be messed with. Yeah, I knew, just like Lou was saying, it's the kids. Like 12-year-olds on TikTok love MF Doom. They're like, this guy was a genius. I'm like, yeah, he was great. He was fantastic.
MF Doom is a recording artist.
He was a rapper. He went by many different. He had a lot of different names under different projects, but I'd say probably most popularly known as MF Doom.
He's not alive anymore.
Nope.
He died a few years ago, 2 years ago or something.
Like 2-3 years ago. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, I think it was after COVID, I want to say.
Yeah.
Did he die
Yeah,
at a concert?
unexpected. Young.
No, he didn't die at a concert. He died, and they kept it. His family kept it a secret. I think it was like 3 months. Nobody knew he had died.
They kept it quiet, and I remember when they announced it, they were like, he died back whenever, and everyone was like, what?
Yeah, that's somebody else just died recently like that I found out about. Or died, and then the family
President
decided not to.
Kennedy.
Who is it?
President Kennedy. Did you just find out about it? Because we're on the 60th anniversary of it. Did you just go, what?
No, did Riley release a TikTok about President Kennedy?
Announcing
The only way
it,
I get
and-
my news is through Riley's TikTok.
Which
those 12-year-old kids.
president? Which dead Kennedy should be in the MCU? That's what my video was about.
Oh my god, so edgy. Dude, speaking of edginess, do you remember? I can't believe he actually did this. This reminded me what you just said. When Peter Milligan wanted to use Princess Di in the Ecstatics,
Yes.
and Marvel was like, no. Like, she's a real person that died like not too long ago. And he was like, oh, come on, it'll be funny. And
I think there's a cover out there of it too.
yeah, well, he did use a princess. He just could not use Princess Di. So Mike Allred had to redraw it just a little bit, like messing with her face and then the color of her hair too.
It's like a weird book.
Hey, this is a really good question for Jess.
This one here.
Yeah, do you remember? Like, where were you when that happened?
Well, I was 4, so the memories I do remember 2 things from that. I mean, obviously, since I was 4, it didn't impact me the way it impacted my parents. But I remember that driving like to preschool, there was a big field that we would pass, and I would always say, "Is that the grassy knoll?"
Oh wow.
And my dad would say, "No, that's not the grassy knoll." And then I remember that as a selfish 4-year-old, the funeral procession seemed to be on 24 hours. I built my fort. This is when we were living in Ohio, in Akron. I built my fort, put blankets over it to watch cartoons or something, and it was the funeral procession. And that funeral procession seemed to be the only thing on television for like a week to me. That's what I really remember.
You were like, I want to watch Howdy Doody. I don't want to watch
Howdy Doody. It was Captain Kangaroo, you bastard.
I knew it was one of those lame ass shows. My bad.
Yeah, come on. Mr. Green Jeans and Bunny Rabbit
and stuff.
Dancing Bear. Come on. What's wrong with you?
See, Bear. I think my earliest memory of something horrible like that happening across the world was the Challenger explosion.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
I was old enough. I wasn't 4, but I was old enough to know, well, I no longer want to be a fucking astronaut, so I'm out. I remember thinking as a kid, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to stay here on Earth.
I think Riley and I had the same experience. 9/11, right?
Yeah.
That was your first big tragedy?
Yeah, September 11th was a big one for us.
You can't get much bigger than that.
I was like 10, 11 years old. So I was 11 years old. So probably the first big one. I mean, we saw O.J. Simpson, I guess, but
that was 95, 96.
Yeah, that wasn't really the same type of thing. I think we saw some attempts happen before then, but I don't think there was really
nothing on that scale. Yeah.
Yeah. But
to be fair, that was huge for a lot of the world, though. Like, anything like that. Hopefully, we never will again.
Oh yeah, I totally still remember where I was when I saw it and everything, and I remember being pissed because all my friends got picked up from school, and my dumbass is sitting there in class with the teacher, and the teacher's just looking at me like, "You going home?" I'm like, I don't know, man.
You can lend me your car or something, bro?
You going home so I can get out of here, Lou?
It was me and 2 other people.
I was still at school. It was a Tuesday. Kelly was singing in chapel, and you could see the Pentagon from out in the distance from her school, and I saw smoke coming up from it.
Jeez.
But at that time, I thought it was like a Cessna plane that had gone into it. I didn't know it was like a fully fueled 747 or whatever they ended up in. And
we weren't connected like we are now.
Yeah.
Right? Like social media. Can you imagine that happening now and not knowing what's going on? But I was like, Jess, we didn't know.
And then there was tons of, there were all these reports coming in. And so, I mean, I just drove home. I thought, oh, some Cessna crashed into the Pentagon. That's weird. And then on the way home, Patty called me on my rarely used flip phone that I never used. And she told me about the whole thing. And so I turned around and went back to get my daughter. And of course, my dog, who was at doggy daycare. So I picked them up and we went home. And on the way home, there were still reports that there were planes in the air and that were unaccounted for. There were a lot of unaccounted for planes in the air. So driving home, you didn't really know what was going on. You felt like things could still happen. There was reports of things happening at the Capitol, and then just a bunch of news reports were coming in, not all of them verified. So it really created a real feeling of fear. Like, we don't even know what's going on, what's happening.
Yeah.
I will say when the first tower fell, and we can move on from this conversation since this is about things we're grateful for.
Yeah.
To kind of bring it back to comics, I was so disconnected from everything because I was working, right? I was into the story. I was rolling barrels, and we had a radio because nobody had the internet on their phone back then. This is 2001. And I heard about the first tower falling, and I immediately thought of fucking X-Force 16 and Spider-Man, or no, I'm sorry, X-Force 4 and Spider-Man 16, when the Juggernaut knocked down one of the twin towers. And then all the X-Force members get up and they're like, "We're gonna kick your ass, Juggernaut," to be continued. And I'm like, wow, that's a lot different than what really could happen in real life. Just because I was so disconnected from what was actually happening, like not seeing it on television until I got home for lunch, seeing the second tower fall. It was just crazy.
Why is this always the conversation we get into when I'm on the show with you, Omar?
9/11? I don't think we talked about 9/11, have we?
Yes, we did. We went on for like an hour last time about fucking.
But that was off the air, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It was on the air because someone asked, and I was like, I don't know. And then
Tell me about the jet fuel and the steel beams, Riley. Let's go into that. And tell me all about that.
Oh, yeah, I don't need that type of Riley tonight.
Give me some drinks and we can get into it, man.
Oh my gosh, we'll get a different algorithm, that's for sure.
You know what I'm thankful for? This book I got, Lego Space.
Oh, I thought you got a Lego set.
I did too. It's a book?
Yeah, it's a book. It's a fucking like coffee table art book type thing of a bunch of like the old Lego Space line. It's got, hold on.
I didn't know you were into Legos that much.
Bro, I grew up with Legos so much. Like I used to have so many sets. I still have a massive tote of all my old Legos. They're not built anymore, but it's cool. It's got all the articles about the old space line, like creating all the pieces, the sets for it. And that was like the heyday for me, at least, of Lego. Like, y'all remember before Star Wars was the first license that they picked up back in, I think, in 98 with Phantom Menace. But before that, it was like space, medieval, pirates. Like each set was its own thing. And mine, it was the space set, and they introduced sometime in the like mid 90s, they introduced these like aliens. They're the coolest fucking aliens. And I had so many of the sets with the astronauts and the aliens. And then the adventure set that was basically just knockoff Indiana Jones. Holy shit. That was my favorite Lego ever. I had so many of those sets. He was in Egypt and he was also fighting Nazis. It was Indiana Jones, just not called Indiana Jones. It was great.
It was Tennessee Buck. I actually have a really good friend of mine to this day. He kind of still builds Legos, but it was really cool because back then, kind of what you said, there were no like pre-built pieces. It was just buying Lego blocks, and he built things out of his imagination. It was really cool. Like he built the Enterprise, like because he figured out how to build the Enterprise using a TI-81, using the pixels on the TI-81 calculator. He's like, oh, well, each piece he's a fucking nerd, dude. Like this guy's
Wow.
He's got a great job. Where is he now? Oh no, I think he's in Washington. He works for the CIA. He's that type of dude. But it was really cool just to see like the creations that he would make without like the use of the internet, right? Like there was no internet or pre-built sets. He would just like buying Lego pieces and building his own things. And he was a big trekker.
Right on, man. I still have to build the Rusty Biscuit. I've owned that for over 2 years now.
So the Daily Bugle?
I have that too.
The Lego Adventurers set, I'm looking at it right now. The main character, who was basically just Indiana Jones, his name was Johnny Thunder. He had a red ascot.
That's badass.
Sorry, dude. There's nothing we can do about that.
I was able to put a temporary hold on those during our live stream with the giveaways. I can't remember what I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's all YouTube, right? Like they're the ones that figure it out. Like, oh, we know what's best for you and how to kill your channel. Oh, yeah. It's fucking awful because everything they show to people that are not already subscribed are non-live videos, right? Like pre-made videos. So your algorithm is all screwed up if all you do is live videos, like Omnibros Live.
And me.
No, you do pre-recorded shows. I've seen your overviews of stuff. Those
Oh,
show
yeah.
up on some people's timeline that are not usually subscribed to you. But the
Mhm.
live streams, no, they want to hide that crap.
Lionheart is thankful for the Omnibros, everyone in the chat, and Omar making an appearance.
That man owes me a fight in Street Fighter.
And a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, awful. Lou, what are you thankful for, buddy? You've been pretty quiet. What's the greatest things you're thankful for? You got kid, wife, Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, no, definitely my kid. We just celebrated her 1-year-old birthday.
That's amazing. 1 year old.
Monday. Jesus Christ. Dude.
She just showed up.
I know. I have a fucking 1-year-old who she's starting to talk a lot more. She's got up to 4 words now, so we're getting that. Still working on the walking thing. But Jesus, yeah. It's wild how much you can see what kind of personality they already have at 1-year-old. And I am fucked. She's got a very strong personality. She gets it from my wife and I. And we're already starting to see that very hot-headed, very strong, not going to take anything from anybody kind of personality.
Oh, I hope this show goes on for another 12 years so I can see her as a teenager.
Oh, I've already warned my wife. I'm like, we are probably going to get a few phone calls from the school when she starts going to school.
I remember my youngest. So my oldest daughter is like my wife, like sweet, innocent. That's why we get along so well. And not that I don't get along with my youngest daughter, but my youngest daughter has like my type of attitude. And I will never forget the day that I realized, oh shit, she handles situations like I do. We have, those little kids toys that are like the balls with the shapes, and you put the shapes inside the balls, right? So she had one. So did her older sister, and she's about a year old. And I'll never forget her trying to fit the star shape through the triangle. And I just watched her like to see what she did, and dude, it's like. It was like watching myself handle a situation, because she's like, it's not going in there, and then she starts like jamming it in there, and when it doesn't, it's like she snaps. So she takes her hand and smacks the ball, and then smacks all the pieces, and just kind of crawls away. I was both proud and realized I was just watching myself and how I handle stress at work. It's like, fuck this, fuck that, fuck you two, I'm out. That's how she handles stress, and to this day, that's kind of the way she is. Yeah,
she seemed perfectly sweet when I met you guys for lunch.
Right. Yeah, you did. You met us for lunch. Yeah, she is. She can be. But I mean, the first time you and I interacted, I was perfectly sweet, right? Gave you a deal on some books, and look where we are now, busting each other's balls. Like real friends.
It's kind of crazy how much that shit is genetic, because she gave me a look the other day, and I said, that is the same look I've given to 1,000 people, where I'm like, I am tired of your shit. And I just looked at her back the same way, and we're like, all right, we're done with each other. Sounds good. I'm gonna put you in the program. We'll talk in a bit.
And it is funny until they get older, like Jess says, and then they start giving you lip, and you're like, "Whoa, where the hell did this come from?" Knowing damn well where it came from, but you're the parent, right? So you got to be like, "No, go to your room. I won this round."
The worst is when I 100% turned in. I can't remember when the moment occurred when I turned into my parents, but it had something to do with her music in the car that she was listening to on the way to school. And it was like, I said, what is this noise? It's awful. And she's like, oh, it's Avril Lavigne or something like that. And I go, oh God, what am I have to listen to this for the next 4 years, taking you to school.
Avril Lavigne, she's back.
Did she go away?
No, she went away for a while. I think she's still singing about Skater Boys.
Everybody's fucking back, man. Creed is
she
back.
Married the guy from Nickelback for a while.
Yeah.
Nickelback.
Yeah, I'm
What?
not kidding. I think they got married. I don't know if they're still married or not, but I think they got married.
All those dad rock bands from the 2000s, they're back and they're hitting it hard, man. Creed is back. Nickelback is back. Fucking Three
Creed and
Doors
Nickelback
Down.
should have stayed gone. They were
Speaking of
awful.
music, I have no idea who these two people are, but they're asking you, how do you feel about the Skrillex Missy Elliott collab in the Marvels? I haven't
That's a
heard that.
thing. I
Wait,
didn't know that was a
wait.
thing.
Okay, maybe Missy Elliott. You don't know? How do you not know? Skrillex been around for a while.
Where would I know him for?
Maybe you bought one of their
from?
records and you consider it crappy pop music.
Well, I would have given it to you then.
No, I will take your Transformers. I will not take your Skrillex.
Skrillex. I do seem to recall the name Missy Elliott, but I don't.
Yeah, Missy's been around since the 90s, right? Skrillex,
Yeah.
like 2000 and I don't know, early aughts, I think is how long they've been around.
Well, he was the front man of From First to Last in the mid 2000s, and I don't think like as he was doing stuff as Skrillex, but not really like popularly until around 2008 because he left From First to Last at that point.
What genre of music is this? Hip hop,
Well,
rap, yelling at me? What kind of music?
Missy
Is
Elliott is hip hop. Skrillex, it was a dubstep artist.
dubstep? Okay.
Yeah. But From First to Last was a screamo band. So he was a screamo front man.
Oh, that's where he was screaming at me. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, he was screaming at you, but then he went From First to Last was my favorite band in high school. So like whenever he left, I was like, fuck you, dude. Like, cause the dude, this guitar player who took over, his vocals were not at the same level. It was not the same.
Wow. Well, I don't. Okay, I want that book. I still have a lot of space Lego sets. Axel's here. Welcome.
Hello.
Classic space. Let's go. Show me more. Everything's going on, buddy. Looking
You know,
forward
Cycle Cleveland is lost.
Oh yeah. Jaws Lego set.
I didn't know
Min
about that.
40 chiming in. I thought the Lego medieval sets were the best. I first remember seeing them in the late mid-80s. Then they started pumping them out. Lego sets were expensive even then. How about a Daredevil minifigure in a $300 set? I don't know what.
I've got a Daredevil minifigure and the $300 set in the other room.
Oh, Lionheart's ready to throw down with you, buddy.
He couldn't hang. I don't want to embarrass him in front of his family.
In front of his family.
I would hate that, especially on a Thanksgiving or pre-Thanksgiving. Do you all do Black Friday shopping, or am I the only fool in this chat that actually physically goes out? I ain't talking about no bullshit sitting behind your computer ordering stuff. I'm talking about physically, like,
I used to.
going out there.
Fuck that.
Where do you go? Where's your
Dude,
like?
I go
first
to
place?
the most like, so my little hidden spot that I used to go to was this small town Walmart, because everybody there was just looking for like fishing rods and deals on blankets, and I was looking for electronics. So none of the electronic stuff would ever be touched. Like I remember showing up like one day, 5 minutes after the door opened, I just walked right in, and I think I got a PS3 that year. Because it was just like sitting there on a pallet. Nobody was around it. Whereas any other big town Walmarts, people go around these things and will fight you for it.
No,
and I used to work at Walmart, so I remember what it was like.
Yeah,
you can't get me into a Walmart or a store like that on Black Friday. Fuck that.
It's the best of humanity, man. I love it.
Oh, fuck that. I gave up on doing Black Friday when I was almost trampled by over 300 plus pound women who were fighting with each other over a fucking picture frame on Black Friday. I said, fuck this. It's not worth it. It's really
you guys
not worth
pay good money for that, Lou.
It's really not fucking worth it, man. No, I
was the cost of a lot of
done.
those fights. When I worked at Walmart, one of my jobs for the 4 years I was there was to put up whatever the latest Christmas toy was, and 1 year was the Furbies. And this is back, I don't know if you'll remember when we used to hang I don't work there anymore. When they used to hang the bikes in the ceiling at Walmart. I don't know if you'll remember that era.
Yeah.
So I would take the scissor lift and I would hide like a Furby up there. But my favorite thing that I did was put a Furby in the freezer where like the French fries are, and these two ladies found them. And they fought over it, dude. Like, I'll never forget this lady like taking the other lady's fingers and like pulling them back and like breaking them. And I was like, yeah, I did that. I was so proud of myself. I was 19 years old. It's like, yeah, man.
Nah, man,
it was amazing.
I've been done with my Black Friday shopping. All my shit is done. I did it last week with everything. It's no longer Black Friday. It is now Black 2-3 weeks at this point.
Speaking of Black 2-3 weeks, IST's Black Friday sales were something that we were going to talk about, and we need to do that ad spot, right?
Yes, we do.
There we go.
Tell me about their sales. What are they doing, Riley?
Well, on top of the already great prices that In Stock Trades gives you on a regular days, this week, starting yesterday at noon EST, not earlier and not later, they started putting a lot of things on sale. Jess, what are the percentages of each of the publishers, or what are each publisher and what percent?
Tuesday, November 21st through Tuesday to November 28th, DC and Image up to 45% off, Dark Horse up to 40% off, Marvel up to 42% off. That lasts a week. Lasting one day, Tuesday till today, Kondansha, Vertical are both 40% off, Viz Media up to 35% off, Yen Press up to 30% off. That was a one-day sale. Another one-day sale.
That ended today at noon Eastern.
Okay, correct. Starting today, Wednesday, till tomorrow, IDW up to 40% off and Boom Studios up to 35% off. That is a one-day sale. Fantagraphics and Dynamite both 35% off. One day, November 23rd through Friday, November 24th. And then if you've stuck with it the whole way off, the loyalty discount kicks in 3% off from Friday the 24th to Tuesday, November 28th.
And that's 3%
instead of the 2%.
Instead of the 2%. All right, there we go. Well, gentlemen, I have to get going because I married a woman that wants to watch the new Trigun series. I forgot we were watching it. So
thank goodness I married a woman that wants to watch the Hallmark Channel Christmas movies starring Lacey Chabert, and I am totally up for it.
Wait, Lacey Chabert. Yeah, man, that chick would, as the kid would say it these days. All right, man, I'm out of here, gentlemen. I'm going to go watch some Trigun new animation and do some editing. Love you guys. Seriously.
Peace, love.
I was joking. I forgot to tell you guys. I was joking. Yeah, I love you guys. I love this channel.
We love you too, buddy.
I'm glad.
Have a good Thanksgiving, man.
Still doing this. Yeah, enjoy your holiday, everybody out there. If you celebrate, if you don't, enjoy Black Friday shopping.
Merry Christmas.
Nope. There he goes.
Hey, wait, you're a little early for that, you rat bastard. We still got to go through Thanksgiving. You're the guy who puts up the Christmas tree in November, aren't you?
I don't have a Christmas tree.
But
my mom is the one that does she didn't even wait for Halloween. She was already trying to get everything up.
Your mom is the Hallmark queen, though. That is on rotation, right? In your house during this time of the year? I think
she typically, and she doesn't even care. She'll tell you like these movies are crap and I don't even really watch them. I just like to have them on in the background.
Oh my God, those movies aren't crap. They're so heartwarming, especially with Lacey Chabert.
They are horrible, Jess.
Oh my good. What? Shut up. Here are the deals. Oh, don't start.
That is her equivalent to Adam Sandler movies, Riley. That's
how dare
There's a new Adam Sandler movie out, by the way.
With the lizard, yeah.
It's the animated one with the lizard. I can't wait.
The deals of the week: Berserk, the Green Lantern Compendium, Invincible Complete Library, Werewolf by Night, Marvel Masterworks, and the fabulous Poison Ivy. That's something I ordered yesterday. New releases. Where's bestsellers? Best top sellers still in the number one spot. Thor.
Wow.
Volume 2, Nice House on the Lake hanging in there. Berserk bursting in. Black Hammer. Volume 3, Ice Cream Man Volume 2, Captain America Return of the Winter Soldier, couple of Black Science titles in there. Ooh, Astro City Metro book. I need to do a video on that. Moonshine, good book. And Batman, 45% off the Hush Saga Omnibus. Oh, and these are some more. All the Black Sciences made it into the top selling list. That's good. So there we go.
All right.
So you save Righteous Dosh this week. You get 3% loyalty discount on Friday. This coming Monday, we're giving away the gift card. We're $50 in credit on InStockTrades.com. $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping, and I barely got free shipping yesterday. I ordered so many trades, and they were so deeply discounted that I had to keep adding to get to $50. And yes, certainly, I will tell you exactly what I ordered. Wait, maybe I shouldn't share my screen when I tell you what I ordered. Yoink. Okay, I'll tell you what I ordered. Oh, do I have to sign in? No. Wait, let me go to IST on. Okay, here we go. Account, order history. Yeah, order history. Come on. I ordered, and I've decided to let these be Christmas gifts. Exorcisters, Volume 1 or 2, really good occult stuff. DC Nuclear Winter Special. I love these Christmas specials that DC puts out. Sandman Universe Dead Boy Detectives, and the Poison Ivy Volume 2, and Deadpool by Alyssa Wong Volume 2. That barely got me over the hump there for free shipping. Whoop. So fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com.
I have a question, gentlemen.
I'm listening.
Okay. As I was trying to defrost this turkey this afternoon, that I stupidly did not realize that you need more than a day to defrost
68 hours.
I did not know that, Jess. Thank you. Where were you a few days ago, Jess? Hey. I was thinking, what is the most depressing place to have a Thanksgiving?
Prison?
We're going the opposite end of this. Not thankful.
Not thankful.
I mean, I guess thankful that we're not in this position.
The worst place was my family growing up.
Oh, I was going to say the titty bar, but okay.
Oh, I would much rather have spent it there. I had nothing but miserable memories from the time I was little till the time I became 24. Oh my gosh, the family dynamics were awful, and I was awful, and it just was terrible. Yeah. But when I was 28, yeah, I met my wife, and her family had great Thanksgivings and Christmases. Christmases were also ruined as a child through my teenage years.
We had a lot of similar experiences, you and I. We've mentioned it in the chat about each other. We've had a lot of rough Christmases for this house, for when I was a kid. I mean,
yeah. But Patty's family embraced Thanksgiving, and it was drama-free, a lot of fun, and Christmas was the same. They subscribed to what I grew up with, which is everybody opens a present individually. Everybody pays attention to it. They open it, ooh and ah, and then we move on to the next one. There's no everybody tearing everything up and Christmas is over in an hour. We had one Christmas when I was with them. Christmas lasted 2 days. We never got through all the presents.
That's amazing.
So much of her family was there. She was missing just her sister, and everybody else, the wives of those sisters, mom and dad were there. And yeah, it lasted till the next day. That was so awesome.
We definitely rip in on everything. And then it's like, but it was like after everyone's done, like throwing paper and tissue everywhere, then they were like, all right, what everybody get? And they go, and everyone shows off their stuff. So it wasn't like, you know, ripping in and then just separating.
Moving on to the next thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like there are a lot of there's some old home videos from when I was really young, and you'd see like doing Christmas Eve and stuff, and like all the kids would have a decent pile of gifts, and then the adults would just do a gift exchange or whatever. So each adult had at least one thing, and there's like camcorder footage of them going around, like the kids are throwing shit all over the place, and the adults are like, "Yeah, I got a CD player," stuff like that. So
Larry's with me. We take one turn too, one item at a time. We've
Yes.
even gone. Yes, I like that. We also. Against my family's wishes, I like to do that with stocking stuffers too. So we stretch it out. Even the three of us can make, not this year. I think we're cutting back a little this year, but I mean, previous Christmases, we've made just the three of us have made it, because then we'll take like a nap or a rest in the middle of the day, come back down in our pajamas and continue, then take a break to have dinner. We stretch it out.
I think that is the best way to handle it. I think you do the one gift at a time, and you film it and you enjoy it. You really want to make the day last. I think Christmas you really want to make it a day last. And I think as I've gotten older and now that I have a family, Christmas it's no longer really about me. It's it's about really getting those memories for the kids, for the little children. And getting cool shit. I really like getting cool shit. So I guess it is about
it is about you. What have you asked for any cool shit that you can think of, or have you not made your list yet?
No, see, I have the problem of being an adult with the disposable income. So
Right.
anything I want throughout the year, I'm like, I'll either budget for it or I'm like, I'll pick it up on a release day. So there's still a few things. There's always a few things that kind of slip through the cracks. I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be cool if I get a Christmas morning. But I never really make it a big thing. As long as the kids are good and family is good, then I'm fine. I don't make it a big thing.
Yeah. This year I really don't need anything at this point in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I just told Patty, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to order some books from IST and give them to you to give to me.
Oh.
I'm going to order a couple of vinyl albums and I'm going to give those to give to me. And then some comic book covers from David Nakayama that I really like that you shouldn't look at. I'm going to give you those to give to me. That's all I want. I don't need. Oh, I also ordered an action figure. She was like, action figure. I'm like, it's Animal Man. I have to put it in front of my Animal Man omnibus. It's with the claw hand. Like McFarlane did a really good job with that Animal Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cop that.
Yeah, that's a Target. So I do that sooner rather than later. Target.
Well, is it already at Target?
Yeah, I got mine Monday.
Did you have to go in or they have it online?
They had it online. Go in. You don't know me very well.
The last time this man ventured out of his house, he got COVID. So he's not risking it anytime soon.
For the hour I was out.
Unbelievable. And you went to the doctor. We went to a doctor. That was it, right? That was a doctor's trip?
I think it was the doctor, the pharmacy, the doctor and the pharmacy. Yeah, that was it. And I had a mask on in the doctor's office. So that pharmacy and Safeway, somebody sneezed and I walked into their cloud or something. I don't know. Yeah, not. That's a good point to remember. I left the house. I got COVID. Forget it. Not leaving again.
They gave Buddy lipstick for some reason on this action figure.
Lipstick?
What?
Yeah, he's got like reddened lips. They're like colored a little bit. It's a little weird.
They're luscious.
It's also funny because I'm looking at the pictures on Target with the claw hand. Like they have him posed like he's like, eh. When it's like, it's the cover where he's like He's transforming.
Wait, you can share that, right? You have the power to share that.
I'm not logged in.
Son of a bitch. Okay, I'll share
Sorry.
it. That's all right. In a moment, there he is. Get out of there.
He ordered it Monday, but it's not out. I thought you meant you had it.
Oh no, it's pre-order. Yeah, it's gonna be something that's like an IOU. It's not coming until January. Let's see if I can share it.
You owe.
I thought it looked really good. Share screen, yada yada, window this. Okay. So he does have a little bit of
number one. Number two, he's just chilling with this fucking rabid whatever the hell.
I think it's a mongoose, right? That's a mongoose?
Probably, yeah.
But then he's got the claw hand like that's on the
he's like, yeah. And they have him posed like he's
Well, I just got balloons from doing this. I don't know why. I just had balloons pop up on my screen.
That was weird.
a balloon?
Yeah.
Meaning
I'm still trying to figure out this stupid. Oh, I just got hearts.
Wait, can we all do that?
Wait, what? For on
I
your
don't know what's
screen?
going on. Yes, I don't know what's going on.
Hey.
Somebody
Somebody
Wait,
explain
what?
this. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard anymore.
Anyway, yeah, he's got a claw hand, and that's referencing the cover where he has the claw hand, but like it's just funny because they're posing him with it like he's like clawing at somebody.
Rawr. Yeah, I told Tyler about this because of course he's the big toy guy, and I said, "Hey, it looks really good. You should really get it." And he said, "I don't know who that is." And I said,
Oh, dude.
"How are you even my friend?" And he's like, "Oh, now I remember. I tried reading the book and I thought it was boring."
How dare he?
I know. I said, Riley's not going to like to hear this at all.
How
wait,
dare he?
everybody else saw you with hearts. I didn't see you with hearts. I
Yeah, I
definitely
saw
saw
it.
Lou with hearts.
I saw it too.
You what? How did somebody send you like a heartogram or something?
No, it's something with StreamYard, dude.
Oh, that's right. When we get excited, sometimes we see things.
I don't know what the deal is.
But
with
we don't know what it
StreamYard.
is. Whoa.
That's called being on drugs, bro.
No, I do remember that from a couple episodes ago.
I will say I wish that they gave Buddy the leather jacket.
Well, yeah.
But
I can take Cyclops' leather jacket and put it on him.
Beggars can't be choosers. Which Cyclops do you have that has a removable leather jacket?
I think the Mezco one.
Oh, yeah, because I had the Legends one, and the Legends jacket is not removable.
Okay. Doctors' offices are petri dishes. You're not lying. Manscaped ads. What are they trying to tell me? I don't know. Those are the two areas where sick people are. That is true.
I'm thankful that McFarlane finally made a good figure that's not a Batman figure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's that I'm thankful for. May he make more Animal Men. Maybe we'll get a new 52 Animal Man figure. We haven't never gotten one. This is like the third or fourth Animal Man figure that I know of.
Hondo, how's it going, buddy? Happy Thanksgiving. Glad you're here.
Hey man. I was gonna say I'm thankful for James Tynion, who continues to put out, I think, some of the best comics on the stand right now. That dude's been grinding, man. I think he started out as a student or an apprentice under Scott Snyder, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And he's just fucking just really coming to his own over the last few years and really carved out that he's here to stay in comics, and he's really doing a bang-up job.
He's on so many titles, and
It's crazy.
all of them are interesting to me. And they get me sucked in, and then they end up being really good. Like Nice House on the Lake. I read about 8 issues of that on the DC app, and I was like, okay, I'm stopping. This is so great. I want to buy the deluxe when it comes out.
He's that dude. He really is that dude right now. Where he reminds me a few years ago of when Jeff Lemire was really just cranking it out and putting out project after project after project, and it was all great stuff.
Yeah.
He's had an amazing year. I think it'll be very hard pressed once we do our golden omnis and stuff like that at the end of the year for anybody, for me at least, to really top him. I think he is that writer this year.
Oh, okay. For top writer. Yeah. Now, don't forget, we need to think about the Golden Abrams.
Oh, I've got a choice already.
Okay, good.
Yes, I've already made a decision.
Weren't we talking about the worst places to have Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Yeah, I said a strip club. It could be a strip club or Waffle House.
Waffle House. First of all, you're going to get into a fight, and hopefully you get to finish your food. But yeah, ooh, boy,
It's usually a 1-2 punch because you go to the strip club and then you go to the Waffle House. So it all works out into a real rough day.
I don't mind the strip club idea because the girls in there are going to be really damaged because they can't go home for Thanksgiving. So you're definitely going to have a fun time. And I might get canceled for that, but I said what I said.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I didn't say that. And
Mr. 100,000 views over here has to protect his channel.
Yeah. Mr. Million views. What are your choices for Waffle House is a stellar choice. What do you have?
I said prison in passing. Prison would be kind of crappy.
Yeah.
But I guess I was thinking very literally, like y'all are making these situations that are very like real seeming, whereas I'm just like, it sucked to be in prison. I don't like stuck in traffic. Maybe that would be a shitty. Like you're maybe like trying to get to Thanksgiving and everything is blocked. You have like a trains, planes, and automobiles type situation, and you're just stuck. That'd suck.
Yeah. That would. Traffic,
being stuck sharing a small cabin with John Candy, wouldn't be the best situation.
Falls asleep with you in bed, spooning.
I've got a worst case scenario. You're at home, the dinner's already set, you haven't eaten all day, and then the priest or the pastor shows up for dinner and has to pray before you guys eat.
Oh God!
And you just smell the food right in front of you the whole time.
You guys have a pastor come to your Thanksgiving feast? That's interesting.
No, not me. I'm throwing a scenario out there.
Oh, all right. Well, the pastor's not coming in till I'm eating then.
I'm imagining like to just go on that situation. Like you have one member of the family who maybe was like born again this year, and they invited their pastor to dinner because they're like, want to be like, I'm thankful for Pastor Rick for helping me find Jesus this year. And then the Pastor Rick is like, takes over the entire goddamn dinner, starting with a 30-minute prayer, and then will not let anyone else in on conversation. Like he takes the carving knife. He's like, let me go ahead and carve the turkey. God damn it, man.
I think you broke Riley with that one.
Stuck in a moment, and Cycle nailed it.
Sorry?
Stuck in a moment, Cycle nailed it. Stuck in a moment you can't get out of.
That's a song, right?
Like repressed memories of things that I haven't even experienced.
Right. Like those aren't two pillows.
You sound like you're talking about from a life in your past life.
Yeah, I must have experienced that before, because that was like visceral.
Oh yeah, that was a U2 song. That's right. Thank you, Elon.
Pastor Rick gives the whole family COVID. Wow.
Golden Abrams, you'll have to tune in to our year-end episode. The Golden Abrams is given to the worst book of the year. Used to be the Golden Kirkman, but then Kirkman came out with Firepower, and that was awesome. So we've given it to Henry Abrams, who wrote the egregious Spider Line, or what was it?
Spider-Man Lifeblood or something like
Bloodline.
Bloodline.
That was my Vietnam. That was my Vietnam. Man.
that. He just has like Fortunate Son playing the like.
Oh my god! I kept hearing Jimi Hendrix in the background, and I'm
Lou's
just,
down there on his knees.
oh
With
god!
helicopters
Just
are
Abrams.
make it end, Jesus!
There's a Waffle House. Have you guys seen the Waffle House training video that went around recently? Those workers have to do calculus with utensils to make food. I'm not sure.
The way that like they, because I know like they have a certain way to tell what something is. Like they put like jelly and butter packets on plates in certain spots and ways to signify to the line cooks like what they're making.
Oh,
it's like, if I put the jelly down here, then that means that they got this dish but with sausage instead of bacon or something like that. And if I put this upside down, then that means they want their eggs runny. And there's all these different things that they do with like packs of butter and jelly or whatever the hell. I'm assuming that's what they meant by that comment, because I've seen stuff about that.
Okay. Patrick. Yeah. Oh, Bloodlines, right? Yeah.
Oh, the Planes, Trains. I need to rewatch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I didn't see if someone in my family has a copy or something.
That is a Thanksgiving movie, and there aren't that many.
There's not that many. You have like the Star Wars holiday special.
I have that on DVD.
And I do too. And there's that horror movie that just came out.
Yep.
It's a Thanksgiving horror movie?
It's called Thanksgiving.
Yeah. There's Thanksgiving. Oh, that's a thing.
Thanksgiving.
There's an animated movie with turkeys. I don't remember what it's called.
Spider-Man 1 is technically a Thanksgiving movie.
That's right. I posted a meme last year of Norman when he says I'm something of a scientist myself, but it says I'm something of a Thanksgiving movie myself.
It is. It is a Thanksgiving movie.
Is it Thanksgiving dinner when Norman? No, not Norman. Norman. When he notices the blood drip from the ceiling, was that Thanksgiving dinner that Toby was showing up to late a little bit?
Mm-hmm. That's the one.
Oh, well, if they're calling Die Hard a Christmas movie, then I think we can call Spider-Man 1 a Thanksgiving movie.
Oh, Die Hard 100% qualifies. It's a Shane Black movie. He only does movies in Christmas. It qualifies.
Does the worst book have to be a book from the current year? I think it's just what we read this year. It has to be from this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
We try to make it from this year, but I'm going to be honest, guys. We always play kind of fast and loose with those rules.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we're like, yeah, this was honestly the worst thing I read.
Never mind. I have a candidate. I got it. I don't even have to go to my Goodreads and I know it.
Is it Arsenal?
I didn't get a chance to read that because I was ill last week.
Did y'all not talk about it, or did you talk about it last week?
We did. We talked about it last week, Gabe and I. And here's the thing. I did not hate the book. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was great. But I was never bored. And
there you go. There you go.
Dude, I was never bored. It had impudence. It had somebody beating hobos with a dead cat.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. It had Arsenal kind of being misogynistic at one point, and I'm like, okay.
What period is this book from? The 90s? 98?
No,
It
no,
was like
this is
2008 or something. 2000.
no, this is like 2010 because
Huh.
Dick Grayson is Batman in this. This is
Oh.
right up to that New 52 line, and it once you know that, it makes a lot of sense why they just went, yeah, man, fuck it, we're gonna reboot the whole fucking thing anyway pretty soon. So go nuts, JT Kroll. Write whatever you want. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, dude went off.
Yeah. No, there's a point where he refers to cocaine as, I think, China Cat. Yeah, that's in there.
China Cat. Nice.
Yeah, I never heard of it like that.
That's my new screen name. I'm not Omnidog. I'm China Cat. Kyle the Mighty, this is the son of that director that wrote it. And your thoughts on Skywalker are your thoughts, and that's fine. But it's Henry Abrams is the son of J.J. Abrams and the worst example of Nepo baby. Holy crap.
I think that, no lie, that I've read a lot of bad comics. I've read some really terrible comics. That might be the worst comic book I think I've ever read. And I read Chick Tracks as a kid. I think 3 of you in the chat will probably get that.
Yeah, I don't, but I like Peanuts and Garfield have Thanksgiving specials. I was thinking more of like real movies.
Yeah.
That eponymous Eli Roth Thanksgiving film is supposedly his best in over a decade. Is that
that's the one that we were mentioning?
Thanksgiving?
No, just Thanksgiving.
Oh, and it's Eli Roth, so it's a horror movie?
Right. It's just from what I've seen, it's just a pretty plain slasher movie, but like horror fans in general like have really come around to where just slasher movies are very well received now. So if you deliver a decent slasher movie, you're going to get a lot of positive feedback.
Star Wars Holiday Special 45th anniversary is last Friday, November 17th. So it came on before Christmas. It was a holiday special. Okay, that's right.
Yeah, it was a Thanksgiving deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Life Day and all that jazz. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Batman Returns is also a Christmas movie. Okay.
It is.
Eli Roth for Thanksgiving. Also, there's a Thanksgiving Day horror movie on Hulu titled Pilgrim. Oh, I'm interested in that. William Lee, Thanksgiving comics? I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure there are.
Thousands of issues where they're just like,
yeah,
here's a turkey leg. Happy Thanksgiving.
I think there's a JSA comic where they get together. This was the Jeff Johns era for Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken.
Free Birds is the animated movie about turkeys trying not to get killed for Thanksgiving. Ew.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking at there's a movie called Black Friday that came out a couple years ago. There's Friendsgiving. I'm going to a vampire themed Friendsgiving on Friday.
Ooh,
That sounds fun.
that does sound.
Supposed to dress up as a vampire, but I haven't gotten anything together to do so.
Well, you need to get to work on it because there's no stores open tomorrow.
So
You're gonna have to fight with Walmart crowds for the vampire costumes.
real quick, the perfect. I think we brought this up in the past, but what's the perfect side? Thanksgiving only. Can't be. It has to be a Thanksgiving side. What is the perfect side?
Wait, I have something for this. Where is this? God, Gio, there's 500 things in here. How do you ever keep them?
I have 2 actually. Now there it is. The perfect side, and what is a crime food-wise on Thanksgiving Day? I have 2 for the crime.
2.
2 raisins in the potato salad.
Oh, who does that?
Yeah, raisins in the potato salad. And 2 is if you do the baked mac and cheese and you do store-bought baked mac and cheese.
Oh, it needs to be homemade from scratch
Yes.
mac and cheese, like a big Herkin monster thing of it.
Yes. Not the craft stuff, that's
Right.
fake cheese. You want a good solid thing.
So that's your good pick, or that's the one thing you want?
That's the crime. That is
Oh.
the crime.
The Kraft
Oh,
mac
okay.
and cheese.
The Kraft mac and cheese. Yeah, mac and cheese. A baked mac and cheese is not a difficult thing to do. You could bang one out in like an hour. It is really not tough.
I've made homemade mac and cheese all the time. It's not hard.
It's not hard. The perfect side,
Ah,
sweet potato pie or sweet potato casserole.
does that have marshmallows on it?
Sweet potato casserole, yes. Marshmallows.
I'm not going to argue with that. I might name that as my favorite side also, with the marshmallows. The crime was my mother-in-law's celery casserole.
Oh. What?
This was a woman that went through the Depression, and that was the one thing she must have remembered from the Depression was celery casserole.
Oh,
Wow. And that was my first Thanksgiving with them. And I said to Patty, I can't eat this. And so I just said, hey, would you mind if I put a little soy sauce on it? And so I went to the kitchen and got soy sauce. She was not happy, but then my father-in-law said, hey, I'll try soy sauce on that. And so took the pressure off me, but it was also never served again. It was wow. Celery casserole. Was
it a quiet car ride home? It was very quiet on the car ride home.
No, we were staying there. They lived up in New Hampshire, so we had to drive up there to New Hampshire. Everything was ironed out by the time the pie came around. I just was like, what is this? I can't eat this. I'm not an animal. I'm a human being. So, yeah.
What do you think, Riley?
As far as sides, there's really two that I think are extremely essential. One of them would be the mac and cheese, and the other one would be your mashed potatoes. So you have those have to be present, both of them, and they have to be perfect.
I'm sorry, mashed potatoes and what?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Okay.
It can and I would say I prefer baked mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be. If you don't want to try that, you don't want to chance it with putting the crumble on top and stuff, that's okay. Don't do it if you can't. The mac and if you fuck up the mac and cheese, you're not invited back. The mashed potatoes, it's so easy to get it right, but it's even better if you get it like just if you knock it out of the park. You can make mashed potatoes are hard to make bad. You can make them bad. It's hard to make them bad, but you can make them excellent. So one of those two, to me, those are essential. You need to have it. The sin, I've got two as well. Number one word, tofurkey.
You got served that someplace?
Oh my God, I'm sorry, man.
Wow.
More than once.
Tofurkey.
That's terrible.
One time, the first time it was just like sliced like thing. It was just slices.
No.
Second time, it's like it was a molded round like this orb of fake meat that inside was stuffing, and it was served that way, and it was weird. It was like a tofu bologna filled with stuffing.
I only for the story do I want that to be served at your vampire Friendsgiving. Somebody makes a tofurkey.
The second one was a quinoa salad that fucked my stomach up so bad that it was like the Black Death coming out of me for a week. It was the worst time that literally a week after that. I was like, whoever brought this, apparently I brought it up like today or yesterday, And my mom was like, yeah, you were the only one that even tried that. Like no one else touched it. And you, because he was like, you were the only one that tried it and the only one that got sick from it.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, because dumb me, like I eat everything.
Yeah,
So I'm
same.
just like, you know what else I'm gonna put out there? This is not an essential side, but deviled eggs, bro.
Oh yeah, we have deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs, bro.
Yeah, because we have a platter of like 2 kinds of olives, gherkin pickles, the deviled eggs, and probably sliced carrots, maybe celery or something. But it's like a tray of all those little dudes, and you pick them up and put them with your stuff. Do you guys eat everything separately, or do you ever mush stuff together, like mashed potatoes on your turkey?
Separate.
And
The
you gotta
turkey
have
goes
gravy,
with-
right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
The turkey gets married with things, but that's the like I don't do like mashed potatoes with the mac and cheese. Mashed
Well,
potatoes,
yeah.
mashed potatoes with corn. I'll eat those to get those go well together.
Okay.
But the turkey is usually used as like putting other things on it because turkey itself isn't the most flavorful
Right.
meat ever. So you put gravy on it, you put cranberry sauce on it, you put whatever like to enhance that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always it's turkey with mashed potato, turkey with the yams, turkey
Yeah.
with the mac and cheese.
I mush that, but I wouldn't meld, like you said, mac and cheese and mashed potatoes. But I put turkey with everything in the bite, and then shove it in.
The next day, the leftover sandwich, that's when you really like start.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But I think last year, maybe it was last year or the year before, someone made these deviled eggs that were so good. They made it with they like cooked bacon, and each piece of or each deviled egg had a solid chunk of bacon on top.
Mm.
They made the whip and then filled the egg as you do, and then they took just like a square of crisp smoky bacon and just placed it on top, and then a little dash of like paprika or whatever the fuck. Oh,
Larry's with us on deviled eggs. We welcome Batman to the chat. Hello. Right now we're just talking about and her dad, Noir Wolf, showed up. He agrees with the deviled eggs. Good. Derek gets deviled eggs, shrimp, cheese ball, and crackers. Yeah, that's the beforehand. Yeah, and Mexican cheese dip for appetizers.
Okay.
We do have cheese balls and stuff like that.
When is it appropriate for you to call it and say we're eating dinner? We're not waiting any longer for grandma or mother-in-law to show up. Is it an hour after the told start time for dinner?
There was a whole movie about this.
Is there? I
Yeah.
really didn't know this was a thing.
It was called Avalon, and it came out in the 90s. It's actually a beautiful movie. But in it, Lou Jacoby, there's 2 brothers that immigrated, I think, to the United States, and the story of one guy's kids that create a electronics empire. But the one guy's family, Lou Jacoby, the brother, always shows up 3 hours late.
Oh no!
Like the food is out, and he shows up 3 hours late.
No.
And the breakup occurs when the other guy, his brother, says, "This has been going on for 20 years. We're eating now." And Lou Jacoby comes 3 hours late and said, "You started without me?" And that was the end of their relationship.
You get, I think, a gentleman's 30 minutes.
Boy, I don't know. The food's hot on the table.
Yeah.
You said 5 o'clock. I'm there at 4. Yeah, I wouldn't wait at all.
Yeah.
I've never been in the situation, so I don't know.
Yeah, I actually haven't either.
Y'all-
Batmanda's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday,
birthday.
Batmanda.
Happy birthday.
Happy thanks birthing.
There you go. Nailed it.
What do y'all have a bunch of like hors d'oeuvres before your meals?
Yeah, Patty does like a cheese ball with crackers.
Oh.
Some special cheese, a couple of different cheeses with a couple of different kind of crackers. But I feel like that's it, because then there's the appetizer tray. I'm not saying it right. It's not an appetizer tray. It's a
Charcuterie?
no. It's where the like the pepperoncini and the olives and the deviled eggs and I think the deviled eggs are served separately. But it's like the little teeny things you put on your plate, the gherkins and the olives, stuff like that gets put on the table. There's a word for that, but I can't think of what it's called right now. Somebody in the chat must know. It's a something. Oh, well, this is a good question because things have changed for me. Hi, me. How are you? Good to see you. So you're all talking food. Which do you prefer? Oven roasted, smoked, or fried turkey the best? He likes fried turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's happened to me is since we moved, we don't have a grill anymore. Because and I'm trying to make it this year. We had a butterflied turkey breast, and I always inject it with this formula of orange juice, and then there's a paste with orange juice and garlic that you put on it. The stuffing's made the next day, and you roll it up in cheesecloth, and then you smoke it for 4 hours.
Ooh.
It's amazing, and it's the only way my daughter will eat turkey. But we don't have a grill here. So I'm doing the same thing, and we're going to try and cook it in the oven and see what happens.
Was it a amuse-bouche? Is that what you're thinking?
Amuse-bouche. I feel like that's the little thing that's served beforehand. Like everybody gets a little amuse-bouche, a tiny little. It's a appetizer. It's an appetizer plate, but it's not. That's not what they're called. Maybe I should let me text my wife. Let me see what she has to say.
So not amuse-bouche, not hors d'oeuvres, not like starters.
Yeah, no, it's relish tray. That's it.
Oh, I've never heard that term before.
Oh, okay.
I would have been no help.
It's a relish tray. I just realized. I just remembered.
I'll be right back, guys. Give me a second.
Okay.
Relish tray. It looks like a freaking charcuterie board, dude.
But there's no real meat on it. Isn't that usually charcuterie? It has like different meats.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's an old time term that both our parents passed on to us.
I like, and I guess we do kind of have that too. And there you go. The pepperoncinis are here, like you said. I guess we kind of do that as well, but I just didn't know that was the name for it. Having like the various, veggies, pickled veggies and stuff like that.
Yeah, pickled veggies, exactly. Like, yeah, there's a good selection of pickled veggies on it, and I stick those in my food too and eat them.
Another decent like hors d'oeuvre we've had, like, you get a block of cream cheese and put like either salsa or like something over it.
Yeah,
with like crackers.
Right.
Those are good.
Yeah,
good.
We've
easy.
had those.
Good easy. One of my uncle's moms, she used to make homemade sweet hot pickles. They were so good.
Oh, those sound good. Are air fryers popular in the US?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think so. Yeah, we have one, and it's really cool. I really like it.
My sister and her husband use theirs all the time. Man, now I want a damn relish tray.
It's all full of pickled vegetables. It's so
I
great.
love pickled vegetables, my guy. Like that's
Well, that's
literally
what you should take to Vampire Friendsgiving, a relish tray.
Gentlemen, I have to bid you adieu because the turkey's thawed out, and I got to start prepping that for tomorrow.
good luck,
Oh,
man.
dude, okay. Well, we're thankful for you. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Sorry, guys. Have a good night, guys.
Hey.
Peace and love.
I'm thankful that I think I'm over my food sickness that I've had for the past week.
I was so disappointed that Pop-Tart bowl came at the exact wrong time for you. I thought you'd be excited about it.
Dude, I was like dying. And you know what sucks is it like I thought I got over it like a few days. And so we went out for dinner because my mom was like, what do y'all want to get for dinner? I'm like, man, I've been this whole time that I've been sick, I've been craving a burrito. And so we went to this restaurant and it was not a good burrito.
Oh.
It was bad. It was literally just like meat thrown in a tortilla by itself. And then like they put cheese over it. I was like, this is the worst. And I ate it. And then that night I got sick again.
Oh no.
The food sickness came back.
Ugh.
And I was like, was it worth it? No. And then it was another several days. And I literally yesterday was the first solid meal that I had in like a week. Aside from that, but I didn't, actually keep that meal. But and you know what I had yesterday? Another fucking burrito. But it was the exact type of burrito I wanted. And it was massive. It was like bigger in my damn head. And I ate every damn bite. I went in there and I was like, give me everything. Put everything in it and double it. Put it like
double it.
If you can wrap that, I'm gonna be upset. And they got it for me, and I like sat down and I ate this bitch like every damn bite, like not a single bean went uneaten. I was so satisfied, and it was so much food, and it was like I was running with nothing in my stomach for so long that it didn't faze me. Like that's the type of like knock you out for a day meal, And I went grocery shopping after that. I was like, let's go. And I go back home and like it started to hit me later. I was like, ooh, there's a lot of food. But like not the way that you would typically feel for eating something the size of a newborn, So I felt like I was doing pretty good. They did fuck it up though. They gave me pinto beans instead of black beans. So that slightly put me off of what I wanted. That was okay. It was what it was. But I'm like today, I'm like, I could go back and get another one. But I've been still taking it easy. I've just been eating like Jello.
Yeah.
Everything I got at the grocery store was just like stomach illness food.
Broth.
Because I'm like,
broth.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I need to be okay for Thanksgiving. And now I'm kind of scared, like for Thanksgiving to eat a full meal. Because I'm like, I don't know, maybe that burrito was a fluke.
Well, I would just say, just take it easy with everything.
I'm just gonna have a bit of an amuse bouche of everything,
Amuse bouche.
I'm gonna bouche some amuses with everything.
Well, are you? Let's see if we can talk about comics that we're thankful for, or writers, or artists. And just sort of try to get back to Omnibros, but I don't actually. The chat's always just as happy to talk about food, so it doesn't bother me.
I'm thankful for stuff, man. I'm thankful that I don't have food poisoning anymore. I'm thankful for my Lego space book. I'm thankful for Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, which I'll probably wind up talking the family into watching tomorrow since I mentioned it.
Nice.
I'm thankful for Baby Bell cheese and the wax ball that I made out of the wax from the cheese.
What about, was it Amy's that we got that Mexican vanilla ice cream?
Yes.
Oh, I need to come back just for that. Are they in Houston too?
I don't know. I think there is one. I think there's one out here. You can come to Houston. I'll take you to some good spots out here. If you come to Houston, I'm gonna have to hook up with we'll have to hook up with my brother-in-law because he knows all the good spots out here. Because he was here the whole time I was gone. So he saw
Austin.
Like whenever I was out in Austin and Dallas, he's he never left Houston, so he saw all the restaurants pop up.
Okay.
We got a lot. How do you like Vietnamese food?
I love it.
Okay, cool. Because we got a lot of like Vietnamese, a lot of Thai food out here. There's a really good taco joint that one of my friends turned me on to, called Tacos El Bigotes out here. If they're good though. They're good, which I believe means tacos the mustaches.
Well, we got them.
Movember, bro.
Let's see. James Tinian was a good choice. I love Tom Taylor. I'll say I'm grateful for Tom Taylor. What books have I read recently? I haven't. What artists? I need to read Echolands by J.H. Williams. I heard that's really good. I'll say I'm most thankful for the Black Cat Omnibus. I love that run, and I'm super happy it got an omnibus. Very easy read, very easy for new readers to get into, and still really boss.
I'm thankful for Marvel for putting out a lot of omnis or announcing a lot of them that I never thought would happen.
Yeah, like
Godzilla.
What is it?
Godzilla.
Oh, Godzilla, yeah.
That was a recent one that Omar got to announce, was the Godzilla omnibus. My literal reaction was like, I never thought this could happen in my lifetime. That one's really exciting. And it just kind of like the left fieldedness of it makes it feel as if like any of those licensed titles could possibly get omnied if they pull the right strings, pay the right people, line the right pockets, the X-Men Road to Mutant Massacre that got announced, even though it was very annoying timing because it was after the release of Uncanny X-Men Volume 5. It is literally the dream omnibus that we came up with between UXM 4 and Mutant Massacre. It has everything that we wanted is in there. So like, I'm very thankful about that. There was another one that just got announced that I was really excited about. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's been some bangers because for a while, like everything Omar was putting out videos for, I was like, skip, pass. I don't need that one, which is cool. It's good for my wallet. And then all of a sudden, the Road to Onslaught omnibus that got announced. I'm thankful for that coming out. That was another big one. That one, I messaged, it was in our chat, but I told Omar, like, we got to do a Map My X now for the stuff after Onslaught, because there's like 3 omnis worth of material now, and that's like the last gap from the issue 1 all the way to like,
oh wow,
Morrison.
Oh wow. Oh, YP heading out. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And I posted on my Instagram a thank you for the Boss Harley Quinn print you got me. So thank you, YP. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. And Mr. Tex, I also posted about the t-shirt you gave me of Harley Quinn on Instagram. So I'm thankful for you. Prelude to Onslaught. Is that what you were just talking about? Road to Onslaught?
Road to Onslaught. Yeah. That has been needed. It has needed to been happen for so long. And it was something where it's because it was from issue 1 all the way through AOA, Age of Apocalypse, no gaps, like recently now, no gaps. And then that was the first gap, and then Onslaught, and then the other gap. And so it was like they filled that one is just gaps on either side of Onslaught. So they filled the Onslaught, Road to Onslaught, which was so easy too. And that was another reason why it was like, just do it, because it's literally, there's 3 paperbacks called Road to Onslaught,
right.
volumes 1 through 3, and it's just put them in a book. and they finally did it. And it's so silly when I say it that way, because it's like, if it's the same material, why do you care? And I'm like, because we're Omnibros.
You're the Omnibus Collector. Yeah, you need it in Omni format. So, let's see. What else? I'm thankful for Spider-Gwen, the volume 2 that came out. I'm anxious to read that material. I'm thankful for everything on the stack of shame that got picked out for me. There were some really good books that got picked out for me, so I'm thankful for that. Thankful for my wife, who tolerates my crazy habit. So that's good. Let's see. I'm happy for all those that wanted that stuff, but I'm not much for the 90s X-Men stuff. Okay, so that's 90s X-Men. Okay, well, that's cool. That's cool. People still want combo Omni's rebranding of all those old X-Men OHCs. Yeah.
Well, in a lot of those cases, those are wanted because the old OHCs are out of print. So of course, like a lot of the people who are getting in now, didn't have the chance to get them.
Is that like Phalanx Covenant and Bishop's Crossing, things like that?
Exactly. Those, the post Claremont era, there are a lot of those oversized hardcovers that were printed back in the, late 2000s, I guess, late 2000s, early 2010s, and they haven't been reprinted since. And some of them may be in paperback, but like the, collectors want them in that format. And I'm sure that they'll happen. Probably, we'll probably see one of them pretty soon, but yeah, those are big. Those are big ones for people to get.
Now, what happens to my volume 5 of X-Men? Is that superfluous with Road to Mutant Massacre or whatever it is?
If you get Road to Mutant Massacre, then yes, it is, because that volume 5 of X-Men contains everything, or Road to Mutant Massacre contains everything that's in volume 5 of Uncanny X-Men, as well as basically the first epic collection of X Factor. Except I think that has like one extra issue, but it's not needed because that's in Mutant Massacre.
Okay.
So the main thing that's not in Uncanny X-Men 5, and the reason that, like, I personally, I know other people felt the same way, but I personally was annoyed with the release of Uncanny X-Men 5, was because of the fact that Mutant Massacre has, I think it starts X Factor with issue 8 or 9. Mutant Massacre, Fall of the Mutants, Road to Inferno Prologue, and Inferno. Those 4 go like solid, all the issues of like X Factor, solid all the way through to like 40 or something like that, like 8 through 40. But the first 7 issues were never collected and oversized. So they released Uncanny X-Men 5 instead of Road to Mutant Massacre, not including those X Factor issues. And it just kind of orphaned them for a while. And then they announced the X Factor Classic Omnibus, which put those in oversized format. However, the X Factor Omnibus winds up double dipping with some of those event Omnis, making most of that material superfluous itself. So the Road to Mutant Massacre Omnibus, the beauty of that one is you get Uncanny X-Men 1 through 4, Road to Mutant Massacre, Fall of the Mutants, Inferno Prologue, and Inferno, and then X-Men Claremont and Lee 1 and 2. That's all of Claremont. And you also get a solid, uninterrupted chunk of X Factor, as well as a very nice chunk of New Mutants that's not in Omnibus yet.
So I have to figure out what to do with my X-Men 5 along with everybody else out there that's selling them for $10 on eBay.
You got it.
Okay. That's good to know, all that. Thankful for Omnidog news shows. With Unstoppable Bar, Everybody Loves Bar, and Bunkmaster B. Post Claremont, no thank you. Pre-astonishing. Now, I draw a line at Phalanx Omni. That story was awful.
Give me all of it. I'm such a like war for the X-Men. Like I'm gonna get a Chuck Austin omnibus when it comes out. I don't even give a shit. Like, Omar is the same way. We're on the same page and we know it. Like whatever. Like any omnibus with the X label on it. I'm such a sucker. I'm the like Gio was complaining about the animated series omnibus that came out. He's like, nobody cares about this. Who's buying this? And I was like, your boy got it day one. I bought a copy day one. Omar, it doesn't count as much because he gets those copies sent to him. I spent my hard-earned money.
I sense that Jess is giving that away. You might not be wrong. I mean, I did usually what I give away is books that I'm sent, but I mean, what? Nobody's going to buy it now. They're all volume 5s are probably flooding the marketplace. So
I know on the Facebook group, like as soon as it got announced, Omar, like there was someone like a minute later posting theirs for sale. I was like, dude, chill out. I'm probably just gonna drop it at a half price books. I don't even care.
Yeah. Let's see. What else am I thankful for? Well, just comic books in general just make me happy. I'm thankful for Al Ewing. He's awesome. And I can't wait that says nothing to do with Al Ewing, but I can't wait to start my X-Men read through after X of Swords and completely get caught up next year with all the new stuff.
That's what I need to do.
Yeah. I have everything. I I may even buy that Steve Orlando Marauders 2-volume trade set, even though Max told me it was awful, because it's got, I mean, Marauders has Emma and
Is Kitty still there?
who?
Kitty?
Kitty, yeah. It's got Kitty and Emma. How, even if they're poorly written, I just I just talked myself back into getting them. I need to see Kitty and Emma. That's a great thing.
Yeah. Kitty Pride. Man. I made a not 100K video on TikTok where I was talking about I did like a blind ranking for X-Men. Like it you have a 1 through 10 and it pops up a random thing and you have to like say like something like Wolverine, I think was the first one that popped up and I was like, ooh, I do love Wolverine. I'm going to put him at a 3. And blind ranking because you don't know what you're going to get. So like
that's cool.
Later on, you might at the very end, you might get something that like you wish you could put at the top, but you only left like something towards the bottom. So you're like, oh no. Kitty was my number 1 on that one. Like she popped up and I was like, that's it. That's my number 1.
Yeah.
I like the only other one that I would have put up there. I don't remember who I had as 2, but it was like Kitty something and Wolverine. And the only other one that I was waiting for possibly was Magneto would have been my number 2. But I put Cyclops as number 6 and I talked a little bit of shit on him when I did that. And the Cyclops fans are out there and they hate it when you talk shit on bro. Like, and like I said something, I was like, he's a terrible dad. He's a terrible husband. I hate him. And I put him at number 6. And someone was like, you shit on Cyclops for being a terrible dad, and then you praise Wolverine, whatever. And I was like,
these are my TikToks, man.
Yeah, no, Cyclops can go die in a ditch, man.
I'm surprised you had him at 6 and not 10.
I had already filled up
spots.
I think I put like who did I put at 10? It was someone like completely useless. I just had like 0 opinion about, and I was like, 10.
And that was a random TikTok thing that showed up?
Yeah, it was just a filter that you can use. And I did, and it led to someone asking me like, why do I love Kitty so much? And I just went on about how cool she is.
Let's see. Larry says, I'm happy with Uncanny X-Men 1 through 5. It's perfect for me. That combined with Claremont Lee Omnis completes the most important Claremont X-Men runs. Okay. There are dozens of us.
Just without the chunk in between of Mutant Massacre through Inferno, but
yeah,
I guess you can wait for, because they are doing Uncanny X-Men 6 and 7 and whatever, and that'll fill the gap between those things. But like the Mutant Massacre, Fall of the Mutants, and the entire Outback era, holy crap! Like where they're in Australia, great.
And what'll those show up in?
Well, those are in those event hardcovers. They're in the event omnibus, but there are also, because the whole thing with the volume 5 was they were like, well, we're going to do a volume 6 and a volume 7, and those will have the material from those events, but it will only be the material from the events and not all of the tie-ins from like New Mutants, X Factor, etc.
Okay.
Those haven't happened yet, and if you already have Mutant Massacre, if you already have Fall of the Mutants, you don't have to worry about it.
I have Mutant Massacre.
Do you have Fall of the Mutants?
Fall of the Mutants. Well, that sounds familiar. Wait a sec.
And the 2 Inferno and Inferno Prologue?
Yeah, I do have those. I have Fall of the Mutants.
Okay,
Yeah.
then you're all set.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good to go. And those they're just more complete than what the Uncanny Omnis will be.
And they're totally not placed correctly. Well, I have them in the omnibus area, but then the Inferno books aren't Omnis. They just say Marvel on them. So
Oh, you have the old Inferno.
I do. Has Inferno been re-released as an Omni?
Yeah, so Inferno Prologue got re-released as an omnibus just straight up, and then there's Inferno and the Inferno tie-ins. Those got like melded together into the Inferno omnibus.
Oh, okay. I just have the Prologue and Inferno, which I really need to read because of Magic.
Yes,
I love so much.
And yeah, and that's where Madeline Pryor, Cyclops' scorned ex-wife, takes her revenge.
Okay.
Someone tried to, like, people shit on Inferno, and I'm like someone specific, and I won't name who, but who like often annoys us, was shitting on it and saying stuff about like how dumb it was. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I was like, the one where Cyclops' scorned ex-wife comes back for revenge because and that's not the whole, like, there's other stuff that was going on, but I just framed it that way. I was like, because he left her for his ex. Yeah. And I was like, kind of, I don't know, it was funny. It was supposed to be a joke, but trust me, Jess, it was funny.
I believe you.
It's a whole plot, and it's messy, and like people come and defend Cyclops because they're like, oh well, editorial, and they had to do this because of this, that, and this. And I was like, it was still written that way. It still happened. It's like Hank Pym. It wasn't meant to be him actually hitting Janet, but it happened, and now the comics had to adjust for it, and it's canon. And the fact that Cyclops left his wife and baby because his ex all of a sudden came back to life, it happened.
Kyle the Mighty, I started reading X-Men with Inferno, so anyone dissing it has to go through me first.
I'm glad to hear it. I will send them your way because I don't have all the strength to fight them all.
Mr. Tex, Cyclops is the man.
The man who doesn't know how to treat a woman.
I mean, she should. Cyclops is a jerk.
True.
Oh.
He definitely took after Professor X.
Anything else you'd like to discuss? I mean, I could discuss this kind of thing all night, but
I'm thankful for people who agree with me about Cyclops. I feel like he's chilled out a little bit though, ever since he entered into the like throuple with Wolverine and Jean. he just needed a little bit of a, a hairy little bub. I don't know.
Joey says, I am getting so many lives because I'm in the U.S. Went to a great comic book shop in Midtown Manhattan today. Could have bought half the shop. Nothing like that in Australia. Peace and love.
Yeah, I know. We've talked to some friendly Australian friends, and we know how it is out there.
Yeah, it's rough. And Wolverine left his baby in the Savage Land.
Still a better dad. Wolverine literally killed his son. Like the entire, like, one of the entire arc points of what series? Was it X-Force or Uncanny Avengers with him killing Daken? Like, it was Avengers where he has to make the choice to kill Daken. Like, he makes that choice, and it's not easy for him, but he has to make the choice because he knows, like, this is what I have to do. Like, he had to do it, but he doesn't take joy in anything that he does. And that's the thing, is like Cyclops never really seemed to give a shit. Like, he left a baby. It was an infant that he just left, and he didn't give a shit. Like, Wolverine, you remember, like, when the Red Right Hand or whatever, like, made him go through the gauntlet, killing all of his kids that he didn't know were his. And that's what had him, like, fucked up mentally, where he, like, ran away for a while, and then he comes back during Schism, and Cyclops is being a chode, and he has to punch Cyclops in the face, and then he goes and starts the school. Like, it's because of the fact that he's like so upset that, like, he does these things to his kids. That's like the worst thing for him, is having to deal with, like, inadvertently hurting children, whether they are his or not his.
Yeah.
Because he never had a childhood.
Uncanny Avengers, William Lee says.
I couldn't remember was it Uncanny? Because in Uncanny Avengers is when Daken came back from death as one of the 4 horsemen of death. And so that's why I thought it might have been, I don't know, whatever. It's been a minute. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I don't give a shit. But the point is that it happened.
I see Omar rearranged my stuff, and Uncanny Avengers used to be up there with Avengers, and I think he moved it down to the U section, and now I can't see it.
Is it with Uncanny X-Force?
It might be, yeah.
That's where I have, it's a sequel. Like, it goes Uncanny X-Force, and then Axis, I believe, and then Uncanny Avengers.
Okay, I'll find it. I definitely have Schism. Schismnasium.
And then Uncanny Avengers Volume 2, which was a paperback, and then Rage of Ultron. And that's all.
I liked Rage of Ultron. I didn't like Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron is not, I'm not thankful for it. Rage of Ultron was a lot of fun. Great artwork by Jerome Opeña. I was thinking about that one the other day. I was in the library, in my library, and I was like, man, I haven't thought about this book in so long. I looked at the great artwork. I loved what they did with Hank and Ultron. Like, that was such an interesting idea. And then I loved what Jerry Dugan did, bringing that back in his Uncanny Avengers. His Uncanny Avengers, I think, was really underappreciated. And
how's that collected?
Paperback. I'm so annoyed that it's like not in Omnibus, because I feel like it would bring a lot more attention to it, but it just probably at this point wouldn't sell as much as well.
Wait, let me write that down, because I actually don't have that. What is it? Dugan wrote what?
Uncanny Avengers.
Uncanny Avengers.
It's either 4 or 5 volumes. I can't remember.
Okay. Now I'm looking for where Schism is.
Good run, though. Schism is inside the Wolverine Goes to Hell omnibus.
Oh, that's why I don't have it.
You might have had it before.
I did have access before, yeah. Rage of Ultron was actually sick. I think that's good. Too bad Axis messed up Remender's Marvel run.
I don't think it's necessarily that Axis messed it up. It's that they expanded Axis into being something bigger than it was supposed to be. Because it shouldn't have been like that was his idea, was Axis, and that was like expanding upon what he was doing in Uncanny Avengers in the first arc, with like the Red Skull and Onslaught and all that. But they made it, instead of just another arc of Uncanny Avengers, into a full company-wide event, and that's where they messed up.
Okay.
And that's also why it's annoying, because it's like, knowing like this could have just been a good arc of Uncanny Avengers to like kind of wrap what he was doing, and they shot themselves in the foot by expanding it, which happens a lot with events. Like Fear itself was just supposed to be part of I think Fraction's Thor, and then they expanded it into a whole event, and that turned into a mess.
Yeah. I think I only have the Fear itself of Fraction's Iron Man run. There was a Fear itself volume in that.
That was where the gargoyle like I think turns the entirety of Paris into statues.
I haven't read it yet.
Spoiler alert.
No, it's all right. I'll forget. It's okay. Wait, I have something for that. No, not that one. Thumbs down. Be right back. There's so many of me. Why is that? There we go. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Next Imaginaut has a question for you. Riley, since I'm very far behind in X-Men continuity, has anything been done yet with Wolverine's Savage Land love child, Arista? If not, I'm surprised that he wasn't reintroduced in the Krakoa era.
I'm also very behind on X-Men continuity, as could be witnessed from when I told Jess that I also need to catch up
with me. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, where's Arista? Is anybody else caught up in X-Men? Maybe they know.
You know what the really easy thing to do would be is that I found this website, Google, and I just typed in Arista X-Men, and from that you can get the Marvel fandom page, and that'll give you everything.
Where does it say about him? Has he been reintroduced?
Nope.
Ah, well, there you go, Next Imaginaut. He's still wandering around the Savage Land. Love child. Who is he the love child of? Wolvie and whom? What female did he mate with?
Who did Wolverine bone? I mean, who hasn't Wolverine bone?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Chat, do you know who the Next Imaginaut? Do you know who the love interest was for the love child?
I've read Jungle Adventure. I just don't remember. That was a long time ago.
Let's see. I'm appreciative and thankful for my Animal Man figure that's going to come in, that I'm going to set right here where Animal Man is. I need to read Runaways. I'm looking at my books. I have a ton of hardcovers that need to be read.
His mommy is Gak.
Gak?
Yeah.
Is that... Was that the cave woman he had a thing with? The cave woman blah, 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 was named Gak?
Yeah. Gatch.
Yeah. The cave woman was Gak.
He doesn't know about Arista, so you really can't hold Logan responsible. It's the same type of situation as like the Red Right Hand children. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that he has a son in the Savage Land. Until someone like decides to bring the character back, you really can't bring or make him count him as being responsible for that character at all.
Yeah, I
Who
get
the fuck drew this?
that. What?
I was looking at, like, there's an alternate version of the character that's like the picture. Hold on here. I'm gonna. It looks like something from like Archer fan art.
What the? It's not showing up. I mean, I clicked on it. This I did click on it. Wait a
For
sec.
some reason, the hyperlink is not hyperlinking the
Oh,
parenthetical at the end. So you probably have to add that, like copy and paste all of it.
copy and paste what?
The whole, just copy the whole link instead of clicking on it, and then paste it into your search bar.
Okay. That I just hit. Oh wait, copy and paste what you sent me privately.
Yes. Yeah, and that doesn't open anything either. What the hell?
Let's see. Deed.
I tested it myself and it didn't. What?
No, I'm not getting anything.
No, I'm not either. I don't know what happened to this, but I assure you. Hold on, let me see if maybe we can just get the image. I assure you, it's terrible.
I really do want to show it to the audience.
Maybe, hold on, let's see. Will this work? No, this doesn't. God damn it. What the hell?
That's weird.
Okay. Pull up, go to screen share on Google.
Google. Okay, I'm on Google. And what do you want me to type in?
Arista Howlett. Erista Howlett.
What? Okay, wait. I think I got it.
And
Savage.
Yeah, the fandom link, and it Savage. Okay. You see the picture, and it's a dude with a crappy Wolverine costume that's really poorly drawn.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. That it looks like something from Archer.
That one.
Yes. What the hell is that? Who drew this?
I don't know.
There's
Let me see if I can make it bigger.
There's not a credit that I can see. It's like fan art or something of this character, and it looks so bad. Why doesn't it have a nose?
He's got like a mask.
Yeah, the mask is like covering. It's the weirdest type of covering on the face.
Oh, his affiliation is with Young Avengers and New Warriors?
I think this is a made-up character. Yeah, well, it's the Fanon wiki. So it's a Marvel fan page. Like, someone created this character and they did a terrible job of it.
Huh. There he is.
This is like a original character don't steal type of thing. He's only 5'4". There's no way, like, with that kind of build. Like, I get it, it's Wolverine's son, but like that build, he looks like freaking Thunderbird.
Yeah.
That looks like Warpath.
Right. Warpath is who I thought of with the long hair there.
Yeah. I'm like wrecking someone's OC.
That looks like a fan art gender bend of the female Wolverine from Exiles. I don't think Henry Abrams draws, but maybe.
This is getting my Golden Abrams.
this artwork.
Yeah. 180 pounds and 5 foot 4 inches and 180 pounds for that. Like, there's no way. That's a 6'2", 250 at least.
Yeah, he's pretty big. But what's
There's
with the
no way.
very odd face covering? Like there's no place for his nose.
Yeah, that's one of the parts that's really bothering me, especially if you're a child of Wolverine, you're gonna use your nose.
Oh, that's right.
Like, why would you do that?
And Next Imaginaut says it's doubly as absurd, given that his mother's race are all like 7 to 8 feet. This is probably some poor 16-year-old who just had fun drawing it, and now we're dragging him.
I mean, you get dragged when you deserve to be dragged. I don't know what else to say. Not-
So this is a fan page?
Yeah, I realized that after I was like looking at it for a second.
Well, sorry to whoever the artist is, but
I'm not.
we're not digging this face here. There's eyes and a covering here.
Like a big plate over the nose.
Yeah, how's he supposed to smell out his enemies?
Or be comfortable at all. Like that just looks
Correction, she was the MC2 universe, not Exiles. Okay. Female Wolverine, you're not talking about X-23.
no.
This is a totally farcical character. Good Howard Stern reference. Okay. We're not thankful for that. Let's see. I'm thankful for all my Harley Quinn covers that have come in and my Adam Hughes comics that have come in. And now I'm going down a very dark hole of collecting David Nakayama. But I figured out a way to get them. I'm going to buy them and then have them be a Christmas present. I'm going to get a bunch of David Nakayama. So I'm thankful for David Nakayama. He's a nice guy. I met him at Heroes Con. And Baba Booey to y'all.
There's a dude that's been on TikTok I've been seeing a lot recently who used to work at Marvel, and he used to do a lot with the official handbook. And if anyone could answer questions about Arista, it would probably be him, because the character was only ever both named and gendered by the handbook. Like the character actually didn't really appear. And as far as I know, they never stated that it was actually Wolverine's. It was just hinted at.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if anyone, I forget his name, but he's a former Marvel guy, and he's been making a bunch of videos about stuff, and he'll be like, back when I worked on the handbook of the Marvel universe, this is blah 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 blah. It's like his job to know everything.
Can you get a hold of him and ask? He's on TikTok?
I don't remember his name. If he pops up again, I could leave a comment.
I somehow I'm on TikTok, but I'm following you. That's right. I have enough trouble just getting to Discord.
But the mother Gak is 6'11".
6'11". Wow.
Yeah.
And where do I read about Savage Land? What, I haven't read that. I know about it, but I haven't read the whole thing.
This was the Jungle Adventure. It was a one shot with artwork by Mike Mignola back in 89, 90. They came out. Walt Simonson. It had Wolverine versus Apocalypse.
Oh, so is it collected?
It is.
Mr. Tech says Wolverine Volume 3. Wow. Yeah. Nice. Oh, Volume 2. Thank you, Mr. Tex.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's in one of the Wolverine Omnis. I just didn't remember which one.
I I can grab number 2. Thank you, Kyle. Okay. Well, I'm way interested in this. Wolverine number 2. Oh my gosh, it's still sealed.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
This one. So, now I have to open it and without relaxing the spine, look for Savage Land Gack. Come on. We're on the air. Let's go. Larry said it's a prestige one shot. Shame on you, Jess. Yeah, I know. I always keep cellophane on my books. Okay, let's see. Index. Ooh, Havoc and Wolverine Meltdown. I remember that was good.
That had some great artwork.
Yeah. Okay, what was it in? Save the Wilding, Life's End, Black Shadow. A lot of Black Shadow. Endings, Miracles, Heroes, Alti Basics, Homecoming, Flying Wolves, Blood Ties, Straits, Endgame, Duel. What the hell?
Jungle Adventure.
I don't see Jungle Adventure. Let me look again. Straits, Blood Ties, Flying. See, I'm really looking. But Battleground, Outburst, Endings, the Killing Ground, Black Shadow, White Shadow, White Shadow. That went on for a while. Life's End. That went on for a while. The Wildings, Snowblind, Memory Piece. You guys, you made me open this book and it's not even in there. I don't see anything about Jungle Adventure. Wolverine Bloodlust.
It's listed under the...
But Volume 3?
No, it's in Volume 2. It's listed on the Amazon. Collects 11 through 30. Scorpio Connection, Jungle Adventure, Bloodlust, and material from Marvel Comics Presents 38 to 71.
Dude, that's not what's in this. Marvel Comics Presents for 39 through 53 is what's in this. Volume 2. I think it might be Volume 3. Oh, frick. It's sealed too.
Well, I would assume so.
Collecting Wolverine Bloody Choices, Wolverine Ron of Terra. Oh my gosh. Is it in this one?
I don't think so.
Jungle Adventure. Oh, yeah, Mr. Tex, I just haven't gotten to it. I totally want to read it. I might as well unwrap it. Because now I want to see this gack. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Killing Zone Terminal, Blood Hungry, Wild Frontier, Home is the Hunter. I don't think it's in this either.
Because it's in Volume 2.
I just looked at Volume 2. Is it? What is it? It's just called Wolverine Jungle Fever or whatever. Jungle Adventure.
Jungle Adventure.
I didn't see it listed.
Wolverine: The Jungle Adventure. It's a graphic novel. Is about 40 to 50 pages long. Simonson and Mignola.
Ooh, this looks good. This Volume 2. Is he battling Apocalypse? Wait,
Yes.
this looks like Mignola art. This is Mignola art for sure.
Yeah, it's Apocalypse on the cover.
Walt Simonson's the...
Yes.
Freaking frick! Here it is.
See,
I know this story, but it
gaslight us.
it wasn't listed in the table of contents.
Maybe there was another page of content table because you were also missing a bunch of issues of Marvel Comics Presents.
Ooh, this looks good too. Who drew this? Oh, that's the Meltdown. Okay, wait. What page is this? I remember having this book. No, it doesn't have page numbers. Sign of the Beast, on the road, on the road, on the road, on the road. Lazarus Project. Lazarus, memory piece. Looks like it's in the middle of the book, so honestly, I do not see it in the contents. But it's in the book.
What were you? Yeah, but you found it, so you can look through it and you can find the thing.
The woman.
You look through and see she's like 7 feet tall.
She's going toe to toe with Apocalypse. Well, it's hard to tell her size from here because Apocalypse has her gripped up there. Is that Gak?
Maybe.
Wolverine's behind bars. What is this story? Oh, there's Gak right there, and she's... Yeah, all right.
Jungle fever.
What the heck? I recall having this book and reading it. It was like a one-shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, here they are making out and stuff.
Smoochy boochies. Man, that's some
Smooch.
great Mignola artwork on that one.
It really is. Wow. I may read this tonight. This is a great story. Look, it looks like a great story. Okay, I don't. What comes? Let me see what comes after it and see if it's listed. Basics. 469. Okay, wait. $469. Basic up. Frick. There it is. Wolverine the Jungle Adventure, page 415. My bad.
Come on, old man. Come on.
I know. I totally I totally unwrapped it before I was ready to read it. Now I really want to read that story.
Yeah. Now you're gonna get some good comics in.
Yeah, that's the good part. Thank you, Miriam. Peace and love. Yeah, keep them sealed. That's the thing. It's good to see Miriam here. Omni Dog. Speaking of X-Men Omni, someone in their Omnibus Readers Buy Sell Trade section, their name is Radical. The sublisting is Buy Myself. Selling a pair. I'm missing my Excalibur one. And seems very amenable to further negotiation. Is that a Reddit? That's a Reddit thing? Omnibus Readers Buy Sell Trade. That sounds like Reddit. Excalibur here's somewhere. Excalibur Volume 1, because I'm also missing my Flash by Francis Manipool, and I know I never got rid of that. But thank you. What are the chances that Wolverine Volume 6 will be announced before Volume 5 comes out in April? I think the chances are pretty high. Well, we shall see.
3-1.
There you go. Those are the odds.
I don't.
Apocalypse can alter his height. I don't think I knew that about him.
He can. Did you ever watch the Apocalypse movie?
Yeah.
There's a scene in there where he gets really big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like comic canon.
Ah, okay. I have volume 4. I don't own volume 4. Are you going to get mad at me that I don't own volume 4, Mr. Tax? Come on, you sent me a nice. Oops, hang on. I have to answer the phone. It's my wife.
You should get it though. The volume 4. I don't have any control to look at the other comments. I'm looking at how much more Wolverine needs to be omnied at this point, because 5 goes to 101 or something. So the volume 6, when it does happen, will take us through the end of Hama's run at least, and then beyond that, the run or that era ended with 189. So there's still a fair amount left to go. But and I don't think any of it's ever been an omnibus or oversized hardcover aside from a few issues during Zero Tolerance. So maybe a couple of other events later on that I'm not thinking of, but depending on, I haven't looked into how many like additional issues, more like of those one shots and stuff, but I don't know, we could have a decent amount more volumes to go.
I just got to order from Taco Bell. My wife is picking up her niece who's visiting us for Thanksgiving, and they stopped at Taco Bell for her. So I'm getting 2 Crunchwrap Supremes.
Dang, man.
Whew.
I haven't had TB in a minute.
I can't even remember the last time I had Taco Bell. Oh, now this is interesting to me. Just they resolicited, this is the 4th time, I think, Eternal Warrior Classic Omnibus. SIGEP, do they have an actual date on it? Because we keep listing it on the Essential Collected Editions monthly show, and it never shows up. I mean, I really want this. This was really good Barry Windsor Smith, interesting book back when Valiant was, 1992 or whatever.
I think they went under a different like publisher or something at this point. Valiant. So I'm wondering if that's why it resolicited. Like, because I think they're under like Alien Comics or something.
Huh. I'll have to check that out. SIGEP, Alien Books is getting Valiant in order.
Yeah, that's it.
Look at Riley pulling the news right from his head. The Omnibus Readers Discord. Sorry, shouldn't have presumed you already belonged to it. I only belong to one Discord, and that is my own, except there are a couple others that show up on my sidebar, so maybe I belong to those too.
Alien Books and Valiant, the universe unifying partnership unveiled. Prepare for an epochal shift in the comic cosmos. Alien Books is ecstatic to reveal a stellar collaboration with none other than Valiant Publishing, promising a galactic adventure like never before.
How about just releasing the books that you've been soliciting for a year or 2?
It says here, no, Jess, shut up.
Would you buy a Daniel Way Wolverine Origins Omni?
Goddamn right I would. You're goddamn right. Okay, and I've said it a lot before. The first like 25 issues of that series, when Steve Dillon was on there,
ooh,
I really, really enjoyed that book. After that, story-wise, it definitely fell hard, but it also did get much better artwork. I think like Mike Deodato was on there a lot of time doing really good stuff. And Mike Hawthorne, I think. Not Mike no, wrong name. Mike there's another
Michael Hunt.
I don't even know it was a Mike Brightweiser, Mitch Brightweiser.
And that's not been collected at all?
It's been collected in paperbacks and stuff, but if it was omnibized is the question.
Oh, okay.
Let me look at. I think it's Mitch Breitweiser did it. Scott Eaton got on there. I'm looking. I don't know. I might have made that up.
It still counts.
I didn't know that was you talking. I was like, where did that come from? Doug Braithwaite. That's who I was thinking about.
Well, I have Wolverine Origins 2, but I don't have Wolverine Origins 1.
Yeah, the artwork got better. No hate to Steve Dillon, but the artwork got better, but the writing got worse.
Oh dear.
Dillon's not always the best choice for capes and spandex.
Okay.
In my opinion, your mileage may vary, but yeah, Dan Way's writing just went down the tubes at that point.
I always thought it was Ninjak. So that's what I've always said. Yeah, this needs to be published. At least get the Epic collection going. That's been too long out of print.
Yeah, I'm glad I have that one.
Here's my Discord. Thank you. Sergeant Savage also just ordered some Taco Bell. Looking forward to when Steve Scrossy's Wolverine Blood Debt is in an Omni. Thank you for picking up on that, Cycle. I agree that Daniel Way Wolverine is my favorite, but there are some okay stories and a lot of good art.
Yep.
I like the crossover Diodato did with some of the X-Men Legacy and Origins.
Yeah, there's a lot of good artwork in there. And his pre-Origins story from Wolverine was pretty good as well. And then the Wolverine Origins, I think 21 to 25 was the first time that he wrote Deadpool, and that was pretty funny. And then it leads into his ongoing run, and his ongoing run fell apart after like a year.
What did you say? Where did he first write Deadpool?
In Wolverine Origins, I think it was issues 21 to 25.
Okay.
Let me double check the issues on that.
Just finished Danny Way's Wolverine Complete Collection. Oh, it's in a complete collection. Homo Lupus.
Yeah, I think there's 4 volumes.
4 volumes of there's 4 complete collections?
Yeah, because the Wolverine Origins series itself was 50 issues long.
Oh. Happy Thanksgiving, Jag. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Doesn't matter if you made it up. That counts as a solicit. They should expand the Miller volume or Wolverine volume into a Rucka Miller Wolverine Omnibus. That would be good, I think. Origins was a series? Yeah, it sounds like a big Herkin series that I don't have at all.
There's enough Greg Rucka that it should just be its own. He doesn't need to share billing with Miller. Because he had 19 issues, and then as well, he wrote there's a mini series. Hold on. Elektra and Wolverine, the Redeemer was a graphic novel with Yoshitaka Amano, the artist that did a lot for the Final Fantasy stuff.
Oh.
So that is like 200 pages right there, plus Wolverine 1 through 19. That's almost 400 pages. So yeah, that's at least 600 pages of material between those two things. So definitely enough for Omnibus News Boosh.
I'm not seeing that it's on IST, the Daniel Way collection, so it's probably pretty old.
Yeah, they came out a while ago.
Okay.
They came out probably like a decade at least.
Oh, okay. Then I'll have to find it somewhere else.
I thought you said you had something.
I have a hardcover of Wolverine Origin 1. I'm sorry, Wolverine Origin 2, but that's by Kieran Gillen and Adam Kubert. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's different. The series kind of spun out of Origin, the original Origin. Whenever you learn like his actual origin, they kind of expanded upon that in the comics by having Dan Way take over on an ongoing series that was basically all about stuff with Wolverine's origins. So it wasn't like it didn't take place in the past. It was just a bunch of stories dealing with things that connected to his past, including a bunch of other like Wolverine like characters.
Wolverine.
What's better than Wolverine? A million Wolverines. And this is where they introduced Daken, of course.
Okay, yeah.
That was fun. I really liked when Daken got introduced. The son that Wolverine never knew he had. I don't think Wolverine ever knows about any of his children, though. he just, like, you know those gas stations that come and go?
Yeah.
That's Wolverine.
Oh, it looks like some of these are completely out of print. Ooh. Wolverine Origin, the complete collection.
Let's see. On the Amazon, the first two at least are $35, which I think is cover price.
And that's by Daniel Way.
Yeah. And then the third one is $50, which is a little bit more than cover price. Because cover price is $35. If it gets reprinted now, the cover price would probably be $40. And volume 4, 40 if not more. Volume over $50. So they are out of the latter two are out of print and like unavailable, at least on Amazon, but they're not like stupid expensive. I bet you could find someone selling all four for a decent price, like on
eBay or
Mercari,
whatever Discord that was that Next Imaginaut said.
Yeah, you could probably spot someone somewhere.
Where was that? Next Imaginaut. Next Imaginaut. The Omnibus Readers Discord. Omnibus Readers Discord.
As opposed to the Omnibus Collectors Discord.
Yeah, I am a member of that.
I'm not.
I know. That's what's great.
I was. I wasn't vibing.
I remember reading Wolverine Origin, came away disappointed. I think I liked him more not knowing his past, like how Boba Fett's past was a mystery. Riley's background is too trippy.
If this is trippy for you, then I think you need to sit down.
Yeah, he has had one beer and he just cracked open another. So, okay, that was my follow-up question about the origin story arc by Paul Jenkins. I just saw that Origin by Paul Jenkins in there on Amazon. Yeah, so I have some hunting to do. Yay!
There's also you had that Origin 2, but there's an oversized hardcover that's both Origin 1 and Origin 2 together.
Let's see. Punisher. No, I don't have it out of place.
Yeah, the Wolverine Origin, the complete collection hardcover. That was not that expensive, $45.
Where's that?
I'm just looking on Amazon. I just looked it up.
And so I need, what is that by whom?
Well, this has both Paul Jenkins miniseries and the Kieran Gillen miniseries that followed up.
Oh, that's the Origin Deluxe Edition?
Yeah, Wolverine Origin, the complete collection hardcover, Origin 1 through 6, and Origin 2, 1 through 5.
Okay, this just says Wolverine the Origin 1 through 6 that I'm looking at.
So that's just the deluxe edition for the first Origin.
Okay. Paul Jenkins, I like his writing. Origin, Daniel Way, Deadpool, Volume 5. Hardcover $6. Daniel Way, Wolverine Origins, Deadpool. That must be what you were talking about.
Yeah, but if you're gonna try and go for those complete collections, that's inside those.
Okay.
Like
I'll do a more thorough search after the show.
You're looking at the individual volumes of
Yeah.
all the Origins ongoing series.
So I need to do Wolverine complete collection.
Yeah, Wolverine by Daniel Way, complete collection 1 through 4. That has if you want to read the series, that the all 50 issues plus everything else that he did on the character, plus some stuff that he didn't write, is also in there.
Ah, there it is. Okay. Great. I can figure this out. Well, as much as I'd like to stay here, my Taco Bell just arrived, and I haven't had Taco Bell in like 2 years.
Congrats.
Thank you. And don't forget that some of these books were once available at instocktrades.com. I could have gotten them back when they were brand new for probably like half price. They have a huge sale going on right now. Pay attention to what here. I'll open my mail again and talk about it. What the okay, search in stock trades. Yeah, find it for me. Customer, there it is. Okay. So today, Wednesday, until tomorrow, Thursday, IDWs up to 40% off. Boom Studios, 35% off. Tuesday, for the whole week until the 28th, DC and Image are up to 45% off. Dark Horse, 40% off. Marvel, 42% off. Thursday through Friday, Fantagraphics, 35% off. Dynamite, home of Deja Thoris. Dynamite up to 35% off. And then the extra loyalty discount of 3% kicks in Friday, November 24th to Tuesday, November 28th. So you get the loyalty discount. Next Monday, we give away the In-Stock Trades $50 gift card in a completely legit giveaway, not like the ones I run on my channel where I just fake everything. $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Frank chose Red Sonja traded paperback as a solid read. Ooh, thanks. Thank you, Nman40, and thank you to everyone in the chat. We had a fun chat tonight. We had a fun group. Lou was here. Very Fine Condition was here. We had a lot to talk about. And of course, Willie T. Dustis is here, the Omnibus Collector himself. So thank you to the chat. Thank you to my co-host, the Omnibus Collector. Thank you to Arista Howlett for sending us on a goose chase to really weird fan art. Thank you to In-Stock Trades. And thank you to everybody watching afterwards. We appreciate your love and support. Please like, subscribe, and feel free to message us. Peace and love. Peace and love.